my lovely Cancers, to your bi-weekly astrology. So, got very excited there when I said that. Yeah, so today I'm going to be doing you a reading. I'm going to be using my Pegasus unicorn cards to see what energies we're going to be bringing up for the next couple of weeks. Anyone that listens to my readings know that I do constantly talk about how it feels and energy, and that might be really annoying for some people. I hope not. But just to explain that I am an intuitive reader. So I work with clients or do collective readings like this, and I use what's called my clairsentience. And my clairsentience is my gift that I can intuitively pick up on people, energies, and sometimes, events. So there we go. So I hope you are enjoying the readings that I'm putting out there. I hope this is informative for you, Cancer, and that we have a good couple of weeks coming up. If you do like what you're seeing on the channel, please like, share and subscribe. It really does help the format get out there so that more people can interact with the videos. I can do more free videos like this, and yeah, we can be seen by more people, I guess. Right, so today, okay, the energies. I'm kind of reading mostly this oracle today. It's kind of something I haven't done in a very long time, and I was asked to do that for you, Cancer. So is there something going on with you right now that feels different, that, who knows, that you haven't done in a really long time, and the Spirit's just wanted me to talk about it? It's going to be a bit of a theme. So your first card is the card of best friends. True friends stick together no matter what. Is there a disagreement going on, Cancer? Are you somebody out there you're going to have fallen out with your bestie or somebody very, very close to you? Perhaps it's not quite a falling out at this stage. Maybe it's more of a, you're seeing things from a completely different perspective. Sometimes that can happen, can it not? You know, sometimes this is our closest person in the world, and sometimes there's just different things maybe going on in our lives, and maybe we're not as open to listening or being there for that person as maybe they need us to be. So maybe it sort of feels like you could be in that energy, Cancer. Or maybe it could just be a message for somebody out there that there's a person in your life that really needs you right now, and you might be completely unaware of it. So yeah, it might be a good time to catch up with them. Okay. So I was going to pull for each one a little bit of Island Wellness cards as well. So what else would you like my Cancerians to know about this friend, or, you know, it could be a partner. Some people's partners are their best friends. And it could be that they're going through something and maybe they don't have the energy to share it. Okay, so next we've got the clock. Needing time. Cycles, time to heal. For some of you then where this has been a complete falling out and you're not even speaking, or there's been some sort of separation, this card just wants you to know that things will turn. Like the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot, what goes up must come down. You know, I advocate, and on my website I go by Pegasus and the Witch, and that's because I resonate with green witches. So we believe that everything comes down to these cycles, and within nature, within the world that we live in, you know, down to the moon cycles and this sort of thing, and very much the seasons. So there's a message for somebody that this really is about needing to play something out, let the cycle end, let the time go, and things will come together, things will come into fruition regarding this subject. If this is a partner, it just feels like I'm not saying this is male or female because this could be any gender, but it feels like maybe somebody just needs to go off to their cave, work their shit out, or you need to let them go and do that, and let them come back perhaps when there's a little bit more clarity and they've got more understanding about what is really going on here. Because often we fall out with people and it's about something else. Okay, so the next card, happy surprise. Something very good is about to happen. Well, we like that. Hopefully it's this cycle changing. But for some, there's a little girl in this picture, and it feels like this energy can be male or female, but feels like somebody younger has been hoping for something to turn or something to come along, and Pegasus is going to fly in and make it happen. This little blonde girl is sat in the window. It's like she's been pondering on life, pondering about her hopes and dreams, and now Pegasus wants to come and meet her and say, all is well, my little one. Things are, again, more cycles. Things are starting to change. Things are starting to change for somebody specifically. Listening to the reading. Wow, these all just jumped out. There's quite a few here, but I'm going to have a look at them. Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Somebody feels like they're going to get in touch. Maybe this was this cycle, you hadn't spoke to this person in a while. I don't want to say fell out. For some of you, you will have, you know, properly not seen eye to eye and not spoken to each other. But for some of you, you just didn't say as much as you normally would, or weren't getting in contact with each other. There was like an underlying something going on. But it feels like whoever this person, if it's not you, they've been looking at photographs of you, keepsakes. They maybe have learnt from some of their lessons. It also makes me think that somebody's worried that you've moved on as well. Somebody thinks, oh, what is this person doing now that I'm not on the scene? Typical. You know, I spoke about going to this cave. Maybe whoever this individual is, they're going to come out of this cave and realise that maybe some of what they've been doing, have been running through cycles throughout life, throughout other relationships. Spirit is saying to me, if you keep doing the same things, you will keep getting the same results. That's a message for somebody. So if we're going to just like keep playing, you know, these old, tired songs to ourselves, it really, you know, is asking for us to learn new things about ourselves and about the relationships we attract. Even about our belief systems of, like, how happy are you in life? Let's ask you that question, Cancer. In your worldly life right now, how happy are you? Are you in a relationship you love? Are you in a job you love? Are you feeling empowered about the decisions you make in your life? Does that feel good? For some of you, it's like, maybe I want to change all of it. Maybe I can't see the way forward. Maybe I want to start thinking about some of it differently, and you know, and I'm looking at your other cards, and before I'm even really thinking about it, that's what I'm talking about. It's asking you to imagine. It's asking you to imagine a different story and stay curious. Okay, so stay curious. Start a project related to something you're curious about. So is this a new interest? A new hobby? Is there something that you've been thinking you'd really like to try and you'd really like to do, but you're like too scared to go on your own, or too scared to sign up because you're like, oh, I don't have the time, or... So remember what I said, playing a new song. Are some of you wanting to learn a new dance or go to a dance class, but you're scared to go by yourself, or that you don't have a partner? Some of you are going to meet a partner at something you go to. There's a little side note there. Some of you are going to take up something new or go somewhere you've never been before and really put yourself out there. Put yourself out of your comfort zone, and you're going to meet somebody who's going to have some significance to your future. Now that could be romance, that could be a new job, that could be a new friend, you know, building new friendships, new relationships. Can never have enough friends, guys. I've got quite a lot of friends, and that's not even me trying to boast. I say that in such a beautiful way. Shout out to my girls and boys and my friendships. Some of you don't know how amazing you are, and I love you. I just wanted to say that. Okay, so curiosity, watching, checking something out. Okay, for some of you Cancers, it's asking you to be careful about this attention you're getting or this curiosity you're receiving from somebody else, or maybe a group of people. Just be a little bit discerning, and it's almost like try not to get swept up by the energy of the newness, and try and focus out a little bit as well to keep yourself grounded. The more we sometimes focus out from a scenario or stand back from a scenario, the more we can often see. It's like that old scenario that we can see things playing out in other people's personal lives, but not so much in our own. And this is, yeah, it's saying just be very careful. You need to be like this little cat in this picture, a bit wily. You know, take a good look at someone or some situation before you go rushing on in. Because somebody feels like they're watching you, or they're set on doing something in regards to making some sort of move on you. This could be an ex-partner, this could be somebody new, this could be somebody you work with. Hell, you know, some of you could even be being headhunted by a completely new experience. But as long as you're making healthy choices and staying grounded in your decision making, you know, or, you know, looking at your options, looking at things that you need in life, and as much as the things you feel like you want, looking to see if those line up with each other still. There's a call to somebody here, just be careful, you know, not to get caught up in this gaslighting or these individuals that drag you into a dialogue and then you lose yourself. You know, if we can stay grounded and continually keep one eye on this self-love, this self-care, whilst entering into something, you know, we're in a much more balanced position to, with these glasses, see things more clearly. Okay. So your card, as I said earlier, was you had the card of imaginings. What would you see, feel, think and hear if your wishes could come true? Cancer, are you looking to buy a house? Are you looking to upgrade on something? Could even be a person. Could be a person, because you could have felt you've been stabbed in the back in some way, or something has not quite been relayed to you in the right way. This could be your husband or wife or a serious relationship, and you are, because it's got this stabbed in the back card next to imagine, it feels like maybe your mind's doing overtime. Has there been some heartbreak, some pain? I did talk about separation here, and this is underneath this card. It feels like there's been some potential shock, and you feel like somebody has betrayed you, been dishonest to you, and has not been giving you the full picture. They're still telling me there's something about a do you own a house together and you're kind of looking at the potential to split the house, go your separate ways? Is somebody going to be buying somebody else out? Just be aware of potential truths or not, or potential untruths. It feels like somebody is not being very honest. Somebody that made a promise. And I'm seeing a house because that could be your home together, and it also could be this symbolic idea that this house, like the Tower card in the tarot, has fallen, and you know, you thought you'd built some foundations on something and it feels like it's kind of crumbling. The next card next to it does say finish what you started though. You started something important and now it's time to complete it. If things are pretty rocky, you know, some people come back from whatever the betrayal might be. Could be financial betrayal. Could be that you're in a marriage and you've just found something out that your partner hadn't shared with you. It is asking you though to see whatever this is through. This could maybe, they're showing me a contract. They're showing me a contract and they're saying you feel like you need to finish what you started, or you need to see this through and complete something. Okay, can we have some more cards on this finish what you started? Could just mean that your partner's felt stabbed in the back. Maybe you're going through a difficult time with your partner because they went through something really traumatic where they felt betrayed, or they've been attacked, or they felt something and it's rocked them to the core, and it's like put a lot of pressure on a marital situation. So underneath this finish what you started, we have the card of I like you. Someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. Yeah, see, this isn't a literal term for this in the context of the card, but what this does tell me is next to this marriage card and this finish what you started, in the beginning it's all very honeymoon and roses, isn't it? But you know, a true marriage or relationship does have its endurances. And it feels like Cancer, somebody listening needed to hear that you did make this contract with this person. You did, you know, in sickness and in health and all the rest of it, you signed up for it. You know, there are marriages out there are people out there that will be listening to this that think, well, I wouldn't put up with that, or you know, you don't have to stay if something makes you unhappy. And I guess that's the truth. You don't have to stay. But Spirit are telling somebody that there is some, again, cycle, another cycle. There's some cycle that needs to be finished appropriately. Needs to be played out in the right way. And it feels like the only way to really get to the bottom of this is through pure honesty. And next to this we have the card of change. The changes that you're going through are positive. Stages, guys. Stages within a story. Chapters within a book. You then have the card boat. Receiving what you need. Progression. Arriving. Moving on. Closure issues. Okay. Whatever this is that we talked about, the significance for somebody, there will be, this whole thing will be played out very soon. And you will come to the closure point or the end of the cycle. For some of you, that could be a very serious relationship coming to an end and you needing to, you know, finish it properly, finish what you've started. That doesn't mean necessarily stay in something. That can mean, you know, do the right thing. You know, communicate in the right way and take time to make sure these decisions and these moments of change are done in the most loving and respectful way that they can be. For some of you, I feel like you literally are going on a boat trip and you're going away. Perhaps you're going on a holiday soon. and it's something very different. It's something that maybe you've not experienced before. You've never had that type of a holiday, maybe. Okay, so I'm now going to pull a couple of my Witchwood Oracle cards. Now, I do a daily Oracle read with these on my Instagram. Go and check that out. I'm on Instagram too. Love it for you to join the family and follow me on there as well. The daily Oracle just really picks up on an energy, and yeah, I pull a card and I read them like very, very intuitively. Like Spirit give me a message regarding the image on the card sometimes. The numbers then back up different stuff, and yeah, I tend to talk about all different manners of things. So for this card is the Flame, number 3, a card of being. So it's like saying feed the flame and it will burn. A star for its allotted term. Okay, so this Cancer has got cycles written all over this reading. You are going through something that is definitely will come to complete fruition. For some, that flame can be symbolic of a relationship and the flame that is ready to reignite. And that could be over time, and that could be going back to the simplest of things and making time for each other, dating again, telling each other, you know, what you care about, what you love about them, what makes them them, and you know, all this kind of thing. And for some, this cycle will be the candle is burning out. Literally, the flame is going out and it's making way for something very new. So for some very new changes. Jumper. Okay, the Web. A card of passage. Number 32. So 32 then goes down to the value of a 5. 3 plus 2 is 5 in numerology. 5s are facing difficulty. You know, it feels like a lot of energy in your reading, Cancer. It feels like you've been going through some big changes, seeing some important relationships in your life, worrying about some important relationships in your life. If this marriage isn't about you personally, it could be a child, a daughter, a son, going through the problems, going through the changes, and you're just sat there watching it play out thinking, ooh, I wish this would sort out for them. I wish they would get back to what I'm hoping for them. Someone feels stuck. This 5 can be about these difficulties. For some, it's also talking about holding a candle for somebody in the past or somebody else that is not in this relationship. I'm also feeling that this stabbed in the back card, there's somebody out there that's just lying. It's telling, like, you know, like when you tell one lie, you've got to remember all the lies you've told. Somebody has not been being honest either with themselves or with a partner or at work or with a friend. And they've just said the truth will out. It'll all come to the surface. Okay. And then next to it I have the card, the Lady. A card of pride. Again, another 5, 5, 5. For some people, you'll check those master numbers out. Have a look at what 5, 5's asking you to think about. What you value first and last should not be you in your looking glass. So perhaps vanity has got in the way of this, and this is why somebody's been burning a candle for somebody else. Maybe somebody is attracted. There was this love call and this looking at photographs of somebody. Somebody's out there looking at photographs of you, Cancer. Perhaps thinking, oh wow, you know, I'm really into this person. Maybe it was one of your ex-partners and they just keep looking at old pictures of you and thinking that person, you know, had that special place in my heart. For somebody else, there is a message, pride before a fall. So, if there is somebody that you have been admiring or you have liked, and you're one of the singles within the relationship and you're not dating or married, be bold. And if there's somebody you like the look of, make the approach, ask them out on a date, or just get talking to them, or make the call. You know, change it up, be curious, do something completely new, do something out of your comfort zone that you wouldn't normally even dare to do. And yeah, and you don't know what the result may be. You might be completely surprised at what the outcome is. Okay, one final card from my Psychic Tarot deck. For the next couple of weeks for my Cancerians. What can we be aware of? What can we be in control of? Okay, so this is the Four of Cups. Discontent and boredom is what comes up. Now this card is the Four of Cups in the normal tarot. And for me, this is asking you in the next couple of weeks to be careful not to miss an opportunity. Perhaps this discontent of boredom has been the energy you felt stuck in for, I don't know, months maybe, 4 months, 4 weeks, 4 years. Have you been single a long time and been scared to maybe go out and find somebody new or date? Maybe there's been this idea of a spider's web where you've been stuck in the reality of what's going on in your life right now. Spirit are saying that there are people out there that see you, there are opportunities out there for you, and you've got to go and grab them. You've got to get out of this spider's web and out of this Four of Cups energy, and you've got to believe that there are options, because there are options. Have a great couple of weeks, Cancer.